Hey guys, and welcome to WatchSozo.com. Here are our top 10 favorites of Hey guys, and welcome to Sozo Project, and hello to the year 2022. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty good about this year. All I just want to hint at is that a lot of cool ideas are on its way. So how about we start this year off with some Alheim, because I know a lot of y'all, including myself, are itching to see its completion. This will be episode 2 of the Alheim Expansion, where we'll be building one of the remaining 30 districts. Last episode we built the beautiful district of Okrus, so let's spin this roulette and see what amazing district we get to build today. Wait, no. Oh, the river district. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Dude, put your pen.
So, District 31. This district is pretty interesting, because I know it is the only district among the others that doesn't hold any residents. It is the river of Alheim, where transports from all over Altar gather here for commerce, including the crystal water we discussed previously in the Ernest video. This particular area is situated right in the middle of the larger Yuna River. I actually feel lucky to be able to work on this river now, because to be honest with you, this is the area that needs the most amount of help. I mean, look at this. Everything is just so bad. So yeah, I'm pretty glad that we're working on this now instead of later. So let's get on with this thing. First and foremost, let's change this ugly river floor. This could easily be done with a Little World Edit magic. All we gotta do is remove the water, use the brush tool to sculpt out the land, smooth out the land, and finally add texture. I repeated this process slowly from south to north until I arrived to where Alheim's part of the river ends. It's cool because the end part here is located adjacent to the previous Okrus video, so it really feels like a continuation from the last episode. Since then, I knew what I wanted to build here. I wanted something that gave a feeling of closure, like a continuation of the Alheim walls just on water. With the 1.18 update released, I've been holding back the urge to build an old gate utilizing the new copper blocks, and now I finally get the chance to do it. This gate was constructed during the Civil War when the shipping of transports were overseen with stricter regulations. It was often a way to hold potentially dangerous ships from entering or leaving the city. It was a lot of fun designing the mechanic aspect to this build, imagining what parts are needed to build a functioning gate submerged in a river. So cool. But this video isn't a video about water gates. Let's go back to the river. Actually, let's fill our empty river with water first. Yeah, there we go, yeah. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. With the river itself being close to completion, we now have time to add the extra stuff, like boats. Now I did some research into how rivers are usually regulated in urban environments, but I couldn't find anything I wanted to add to this map. I did, however, look extensively into ships, starting with the Japanese houseboat. They're called yakatabune in Japanese and could be traced all the way back to the Heian, where shoguns would ride them for festivities. The interior resembles that of upper-class Japanese homes. They're often used for festive occasions where guests would eat, drink, and enjoy the scenery, although this houseboat here seems to be serving other things that aren't quite legal. I also made this original cargo boat used for international trade. Perhaps in a future video we can see these ships docked at another city's port. Inspired by the ship scene in Ghibli films, I also made a steamship docked against District 28. Unlike this particular ship, steamships usually are supposed to have a paddle, hence why steamships often share the prefix PS for paddle steamer or SS for screw steamer, because steamships use either a propeller or a screw. A dhow turns out to be a very historical type of boat. In contrast to how flimsy it may look, it is actually used in a lot of countries to carry heavy items. A dhow actually carried a giraffe from Africa to the Chinese emperor in 1414. The type of dhow we're making here uses what is called a lateen sail, which could be traced all the way back to the Romans. Lateen sails proved to be efficient when sailing towards the direction the wind is blowing from, as sailors could freely change the direction the sail is pointing towards. Thus they can make it so the sail is not catching the wind. This specific dhow is owned by a locally famous merchant most known for traveling the waters of Altar. Next up is the Traveler's Ship. Owned by a Durham-based ship company, these boats sail regularly up and down the Una, Kikna, and Maruna River, allowing travelers to travel all over the rivers at a decently cheap price. The introduction of this system is one of the reasons why I was so excited in making this river district. Next up is another original. I'm not sure what type of boat this is, but it has a massive shovel arm, and I'm liking it. I guess it is also a type of steamboat since I added a paddle at the tail as well. I also made these small sailboats that mimic the appearance of a gondola, just much smaller. These guys are up for rent at Alley Harbor, and people with the license are free to sail the Alheim River as much as they want to. And finally, I added these smaller traveler ships. They are owned by the same company as the larger traveler ships, however, instead of sailing across all of Altar, they're limited to sail within the city borders. And that seems to be all the building for today. Without further ado, let's move on to the cinematic. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Can't wait to make these boats actually travel using command blocks. Next video, my friend and I will be, for the first time together, challenging build battle on Hypixel. We played this at like 2 AM in the morning, and believe me, things get a little out of hand. So do look forward to that. But that's pretty much it for this week. Comment your favorite boat from today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Bye 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 bye.